Hello students, in last video lecture we seen the actual story or the lesson of the cop and the anthem. Here let's see the summary of the cop and the anthem. The cop and the anthem covers one night and one morning in the life of Sophie. This is the story of Sophie. His full day means one night and one morning in the life of Sophie. Sophie was a homeless man living in the New York City in the early 19s. When it's warm, Sophie lives in Madison Square Park. Now that winter is coming, the park will be too cold. So Sophie decides to do what he's done for several winters, get himself arrested so he can spend the winter in jail. Sophie decided to fill his belly and get arrested at the same time by eating in a fancy restaurant and then not being able to pay for the meal. But the waiter figures out what he's up to just by looking at his cloth. Sophie doesn't make it through the door. Next, Sophie breaks a shop window. Since he doesn't run away, the policeman doesn't believe Sophie is responsible. After that, Sophie finds a cheaper restaurant to try his initial plan on. He gets in and eats a yummy meal. When Sophie reveals he can't pay for the meal, the waiter refuses to call the cops and toss Sophie out his ear instead. From there, Sophie pretends to hit up on a lady right in front of cop. Well, the lady is game and says she will go home with Sophie if he buys her some beers. Sophie runs away from her and tries to get arrested by yelling and dancing like maniac on the street in front of policeman. This policeman thinks Sophie is a drunk college guy and he leaves Sophie alone. Finally, Sophie steals a man's umbrella, claiming it's his. The man confesses that he actually found the umbrella and that it could well be Sophie. So he doesn't call over the policeman watching them. Sophie gives up trying to get arrested for the night. He heads back to his park bench. On the way, he comes to a quiet street with a church on it. He hears a beautiful anthem, means religious hymn in the case, being played on an organ coming from the church. Sophie knows the anthem and it reminds him to past days when he had family and friends and church. The anthem creates a huge chance in Sophie's soul. He realized that he can have a better life than his. Inspired and feeling empowered, Sophie begins making plans for the future. First thing, he needs a job. Lucky for him, he even knows where he can probably get one. Tomorrow he will go and get that job and work toward the dream and goals he used to have. Sophie's thoughts are interrupted by the long arm of the law. That long arm is attached to the sixth policeman we see in the story. He arrested Sophie for loitering or vagrancy. The next morning, a judge sentenced Sophie to the 3 months in jail. Want to talk more about in this very sudden ending? That is the short summary of the story. Next part of the story is that some few points related to the story. The story which belong to this is O. Henry's famous story. It's set in the early 90s in and around New York City. Meet Sophie, that's right, just Sophie. The hero of our story. Sophie is sitting on a bench in Madison Square Park when a dead leaf falls on him. Oh, winter is coming, and winter means cold. Some people go south for the winter, but Sophie isn't that big on traveling. All he wants is to spend 3 months at Blackwell's Islands, just like he's done for several winters. Soapy is homeless. He wants to spend the winter in the peninsula on the islands to avoid the cold. Soapy doesn't really like to take charity because when people give him things, they think that give them the right to invade his privacy. In jail, they lock you up, but they don't meddle unduly with a gentleman's private affairs. Now it's time for Soapy to try to get tossed in jail. What he decided first, his first plan was Soapy goes to the fancy restaurant on Broadway Avenue. He looks good from the waist up, but his pants and shoes have been better days. If he can get to the table before the waiter sees his pants, he can order a fancy dinner and gobble it up. When he can't pay, the cops will be called and he will be off to the islands. Soapy never makes it to the table. The head waiter sees his pants and shoes and knows just what he is up to. His next plan was, he prepared his second plan, means plan B. On 6th Avenue, Soapy breaks a display window with a rock. A policeman instantly appears. He asks Soapy who broke the window. Soapy suggested it was he himself who broke it, but the policeman doesn't believe him. Who would break a window and then stick around to wait for the police? So he rescue from that. So he make another plan. Soapy finds another restaurant. This one not so picky about who they let in. He has a nice dinner and desserts. Then he tells the waiter he doesn't have any money. The waiter is mad, but he doesn't want to call the cops. Instead, two other waiters toss Soapy out onto the sidewalk right on his ear. The policeman is watching and he laughs at Soapy. So finally he make a last plan. Plan D. Soapy sees a pretty land and decided to pretend he's a mesher. A mesher is a guy who hits on ladies he doesn't know in an intense way. You know the kind of guy nobody likes? A policeman is watching as Soapy hits on the lady. She sees the policeman watching and she tells Soapy she will go home with him if he buys her some beers. The policeman sees her take Soapy's arm and stops watching. Soapy runs away from the lady. So he make another plan. Plan E. Soapy goes to a fancy area and starts screaming like a maniac on the sidewalk. But the policeman thinks Soapy is a drunk college guy and he has orders to leave drunk college guys alone. So next plan. Plan F. Soapy steals a man's umbrella from him right in front of a policeman. But the man just lets Soapy have an umbrella and the policeman goes to help a lady into the taxi. Soapy is pretty tired now and he heads back to his Soapy is pretty tired now and he heads back to his park bench in Madison Square. But before Soapy gets home, he comes to an old church. He can see a light glowing through a purple glass of window. Someone is playing an anthem on the organ. Soapy is hypnotized by the beautiful music, by the moon, by the birds chirping. There are hardly any people on the street. Soapy feels like he's out in the country somewhere. Soapy remembers the days when he had things like mothers and roses and ambitions and friends and church. All this makes Soapy experience a sudden and wonderful change in his soul. He feels bad about what his life has come to and wants to change. He is still young and he can follow the old dreams he used to have. If he even knows where he can get a job, tomorrow he will go ask for it. All of the sudden Soapy feels a hand on his arm, to be exact a policeman's hand. Soapy is arrested and sentenced to 3 months on the island. Let's see the themes of the story. There are various themes of the story such as freedom and confinement, rules and orders, society and class, transcends, dreams, hopes and plans. So let's see the first theme, freedom and confined. According to the story, the cop and the anthem, the main theme of the story is that freedom and confined. O. Henry turns this theme upside and shakes it in the story. The cop and the anthem is about a free man, Soapy trying to get thrown in jail. Over the course of the man, Over the course of the story, Soapy begins to discover that he is a prisoner of his own mind and that he can choose a better life. By better, we mean a life where he has more freedom and control. When Soapy has a change of heart, he sees work as a way to achieve this freedom and control. Sure, he will have to answer to a boss, but it will be worth it to have more freedom and feel good about himself. Next theme is that rules rules and order. You know that rules and order, the cop and the anthem is set in New York City in the early 90s. The city is shown as a fairly orderly place. By contrast, our main character, a homeless man named Soapy, is all about disorder. From his mismatched clothes to his willingness to break window, eat in restaurants he can't pay for, and make a reuk on the street. Soapy is the anti-order. Soapy is like a guy stuck in opposite day. Most people try not to get arrested and they try to stay out of jail. Soapy's backward plans are throughout mostly by the waiters and policemen who know that he just trying to do something bad so he can use jail as his winter hotel. Of course, just when Soapy decided that he would like to switch over to the side of order, a policeman decided to arrest Soapy for being a vagrant. The story leaves open whether Soapy will maintain his desire to put his life in, as they say, order or continue to live the disorder existence that seems to be really hunting him.